have now joined what I consider to be the biggest family in the world. Just makes me so proud to stand before you today and say I am a Muslim. Thank you.
Whatever her feelings for her new family, Yvonne still had to square her conversion with the old one. And when it came to breaking the news to her mum, the woman who'd braved 10 days with the Taliban suddenly lost her nerve.
Did what many converts choose to do, and that is not tell their parents until afterwards.
Hello! Hi!
I sent mother an email, and her immediate reaction was to start to go to church. And much to her annoyance, I said, that's fantastic, you know, already Islam is having a positive effect on our lives.
I've got some sandwiches made.
No ham sandwiches?
No. I've been trying to think, what can I make without bacon? I wasn't happy. I didn't like it, you know.
But do you not think it's because you've got some sort of irrational prejudices against Islam, because basically you don't really understand it?
Well, no, I think it's just the culture, and maybe if you'd been born over there it might be different. But to change...
But over where?
In the
because
middle of the stream.
Islam, you know, transcends nationalities, borders, countries, cultures. It transcends everything. And here we go.
Here we go. You see, I'm being educated now.
Well, it's so frustrating, because I know that you are a spiritual person, and I just think you could be so much happier.
Well, I wouldn't, because I wouldn't understand it like you do, you see.
Islam has helped me rethink all my relationships, especially with my daughter.
My baby, look, you!
I look back and see a bit of a lost soul, a pleasure-seeking person that never quite found it. But I really feel as though I know where I'm going now.
The thing I'm pleased about is that she stopped drinking, and if Islam have done that for her, well, it can't be too bad.
A water, please.
Oh my God!
With no ice. Yes.
Although Yvonne Ridley was willing to put on a veil as an undercover journalist, as a practicing Muslim she's so far stopped short of doing so. She firmly accepts the faith in her heart, but practicing it with her head may take a little longer. For Shanaz Malik, the journey from white slough teenage mum to burqa-wearing Muslim wife has taken 6 years. Even now, there's still one important step to go.
I haven't told my family yet that I'm wearing the full veil, because I know it will upset them. They watch the media. They have a lot of preconceived ideas about Muslims, and so I have to tread carefully and explain that it's still me under here.
Alicia, what are they doing?
Reading a mass.
Reading a mass. What's the old man doing?
It shouldn't matter what I wear on the outside. You know, it shouldn't have an impact on how I am with them.
Shanaz converted the day she married her Asian boyfriend Nasir, a childhood sweetheart she'd met at school. At that stage, he was Muslim in little more than name. But as with a lot of new Muslims, Shanaz's conversion made him re-evaluate his own faith, or lack of it.
How's it going now, lad?
My partner wasn't religious at all. He thought that he'd been brought up as a Muslim, and now he's realising that he was brought up as a Pakistani. And he's now learning the true Islam without all the cultural things included, and so it's kind of brought him on that path as well to find out the true Islam.
She's changed me, changed my life around. She has. I've no choice. No choice. From a normal Western boy to a newborn Muslim, I'd say. And it's all down to my wife.
Having found his faith, Naz decided at the end of last year to make an Umrah pilgrimage to Mecca. But when he came back in January, he found that Shanaz had been on a spiritual journey of her own.
The more and more I had learned about Islam, I realised that I really should be wearing the veil. So I took the chance when my husband went to Umrah to put the veil on, because when he came back, he had that Islamic knowledge and he knew that it was the right thing to do, and it's still here. So I really enjoy, I love wearing it. I know that I'm doing the right thing, and it's a progression in my faith, and it did feel wonderful being able to walk out and know that I've got that little bit closer to being the person that I want to be.
It was a shock. It was. Ninjas we call them. But it's her own doing. It's what she feels comfortable in, and I don't mind.
The Quran says that we should dress modestly, and it's in our benefit to cover our beauty from strangers. I can wear what I want, you know, in the privacy of my own home. I can dress as I please. It's when I'm in front of men that are not my blood relatives and strangers outside. And amongst the sisters, when you're wearing the burqa, nobody can judge you. You are all equal. No one can judge you on the hair you have, the clothes you wear. Nobody is superior to another person, no matter how much money or anything that they have. You are a Muslim sister, and that is all that matters. The wonderful thing about Islam is the equality. So it's not purely for the ladies or the rules. Men are a lot more attracted to ladies on appearance than ladies are to men. And so my husband, he covers what he has to cover. He covers his body. It boggles me why people think that we're oppressed because we choose to do this, when, you know, they have certain ways in society that they have to live by. They feel that they have to dress a certain way and that they have to conform to fashion and society. So if they think we're oppressed, they're just as oppressed as they think we are.
Shanaz fully expected some hostility to her veil, but has been shocked that some of the fiercest critics